My name is Sato, and I was a long-term exchange student for Temecula, California in America. And do you know where Temecula is? No? Okay. Temecula is between Los Angeles and San Diego. And there used to be desert. And they're always so sunny, and they have so beautiful blue sky all the time. And then the weather was really nice because the daytime it was kind of warm, and in the night it became kind of cold, so that makes me so comfortable all the time. And the Temecula is kind of country, and it was really popular by wine. So they have so many winery in Temecula. Okay, I'm gonna talk about my host family, and I was staying with 3 host family in a year. And the first host family was my hosting club's president. I was in Temecula Sunrise Rotary Club, and then the first host family's host father was the president, and he was Chinese. And then their family has 3 generations. I mean, the grandparents, and the parents, and then the kids. And then they have 3 host sisters and 1 host brothers. So they always make some noise, so it's kind of noisy, but it was a nice family. And then the grandma and grandpa always make the Chinese food. So it was so good, but basically, when they were in the house, they speak Chinese. So I was like, what the hell are you guys talking about? I don't understand Chinese. Please speak English, that's what I thought. So it was one of the program. And then the second family was the American old couple. And then, and they have 1 daughter and 1 son, but they already grown up, so they left home. So in the household, only my host mother and host father, and then 2 dogs. The second host family was so nice, and then they took me to Los Angeles, Hollywood, San Diego, and Phoenix in Arizona. And in New Year, they took me to Pasadena and then watched the Rose Parade. And the host mother really liked to cook something sweet, and then I love sweets, so she always cooked something sweet for me, and then sometimes cook something together. And then I think the second host family is the nicest host family. And the third host family was also a Chinese host family, I mean from Taiwan. And the host father was already dead, so they have only host mother and host sisters, host sister, and host sister's friend was staying with me. And the host sister couldn't speak Chinese, so they always speak English. The host sister was 19, so she could drive for me. So sometimes we hang out together or watch movie. And then the host sister really liked to watch movies, so she took me to premiere, you know that, to watch the movie Midnight, the new one, twice. I watched Hunger Games and Avengers. It was really nice. And next I'm gonna talk about the school. I took orchestra, English, physics, chemistry, pre-calculus, and art class. So my favorite class is the orchestra because I've never belonged to orchestra before. And then I was in first violin and I played the violin. And they have concerts and concours, I mean competition. So we practiced for that. And we went to Disneyland together, and it was so much fun. The physics and chemistry and pre-calculus was much easier, pretty easy. But I didn't understand English, so I get in trouble so many times. But I always asked my friend, like, excuse me, I don't know what's going on, and would you help me? And they were really nice, so they helped me all the time. In art class, I didn't really draw something. I always talked to my friend, and then I always asked them, like, can you teach me English or pronunciation or slangs? And they always teach me, and then we always talking, so it was nice class. And then the hardest class was English because my English was so poor. And so sometimes I have to finish the homework or something work in the day, but I always couldn't finish it. So I asked my teacher like to bring back to home and do, and then bring that next day. And my English teacher was so nice, so she always said okay. And the English classmate was so nice, so they always helped me, and I could make so many friends in the class also. And the school counselor was also so nice, so sometimes I couldn't get nice grade in the school, so I talked to my counselor about it, and she always helped me or gave me nice advice. So, and in the school they have something weird stuff, like one day we have to wear pajamas to school, and then wear like, yeah, it's called Pajamas Day, and so I just took the picture, that's it. And then sometimes we have to wear the clothes, which is like decided the color. And I was senior, so senior's color was pink, so that day I have to wear something pink stuff, and everyone looked crazy. And I just took the picture too. And when I was in Japan, I went to the all girls private high school for 5 years. So these events were so how can I say, like funny or interesting. So I joined these events all the time, and they have the dance party 3 times in a year. And then so I went to that dance party with my friend, and then I was so surprised. Everyone looks dressed up so beautiful, and makeup and their design, decorate the hair. It's so beautiful. So it was nice, and the school's life was the one of the best. Cause to made me loving America. And then next I'm gonna talk about Rotary things. I went to some Rotary meeting in a year, and I had speech sometimes. So at the first speech, I talked about my experience in America, and then talking about my family in Japan, or like my Japanese life. And then the last time I talked about my experience in America. And I just said thank you for everyone. And I went to the Temecula Summers Rotary Crowd's 25 years anniversary party, and I performed my Tai Chi. You know what Tai Chi is? It's like, martial arts. Yeah, because when I was in Japan, I belonged to the Tai Chi club for 5 years, so I performed that. And I went to Ryla's event. It was like that big camping, and then there was from 5330 district, and around 400 American students were coming, and then they listened to the speech by the famous speaker, and they made group and had discussions, and I get in trouble in English sometimes, but they always helped me, so it was a nice experience for me. And I went to the conference and assembly of 5330 district, and I introduced myself and talked about my experience. And I went to orientation in a year, totally 3 times. I went to the mountain, and I had camping with an exchange student, and the second time we went to the beach, and I had somebody played the surf, but I didn't. And last time we went to the mountain in winter, and then tried to play ski. And I was belong to the Southern Californian group, and then they have almost 30 exchange students. And then at the last month, we went to the huge trip to go around the United States. And then the exchange students are from Southern California, Arizona, Utah, and Hawaii. And then totally 41 exchange students were going. And then we went to Los Angeles, San Francisco, Seattle, Montana, Minnesota, Chicago, Buffalo, and we could go to Canada just a little bit. And New York, Boston, Philadelphia, and Washington, D.C., and New Orleans. At the Washington, D.C., we had talent show, and then we made a group with Japanese. There was 4 Japanese girls, and then we danced Sorambushi, and then we won at the contest. Yeah, and yeah, it was so much fun. And then the exchange students were from more than 15 countries. Yeah, it was nice. And in a year, I could make so many friends in America, or like from all over the world. And at the school, I always eat lunch or like hang out with my friends, and I went to dance party or another party, like to having a birthday party. My second husband, they had a birthday party for me in December, and then I got so many presents or birthday card, and that makes me so happy. And at the beginning I couldn't understand any English, so I was just listening and then smiling. I just said, okay, yeah, no, excuse me, and then like that. So, but I always ask my friend, like, can you teach me English more? Because I love to talk, but I can't. So, yeah. And then finally, I think my English became much better. So, and one of my friends, it was half Japanese and half black. And then only she could speak Japanese in the school. So she always helped me, and then she introduced her friend to me, so I could make so many friends in the school. And then when I was in first host family's house, my host sister took me to Korean church because she was going to there. And there, I could make so many Korean friends, I mean Asian friends, and it was nice. And basically, whenever I hang out with my friend, I went to the mall. There has huge mall in Temecula, and then I went to the mall and then had shopping and spend money and eat something like dinner or lunch together, or going to my friend's house and then playing game or like watching TV or just talking. It was nice, and then that made my English much better too. So I got in trouble so many times in a year, but I learned so many things. Of course, English and American culture, and I could make so many friends. So I just want to say